The Detroit Lions have been one of the most dynamic and creative offenses in the NFL during the 2024 season. With Jared Goff leading the charge in an offense loaded with talent, Detroit has modernized many principles of a classic wide zone scheme by focusing on a dominant run game, unmatched formation versatility, and a relentless emphasis on creativity. And led by offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, they've created an offense that keeps defenses guessing on every snap. In this video, we're going to break down the Lions offense, analyze their core concepts, and show you how you can replicate their innovative style in Madden. Now, this offense is part of a bigger scheme where we'll be breaking down 3 modern wide zone offenses with each getting their own video. But because we're using the Miami Dolphins playbook, you'll be able to mix and match elements from each to create one unstoppable offense. Now, if you want to check out everything I have out for the modern wide zone scheme, I'll link the playlist down below. The first formation we are breaking down is single back bunch X nasty, and this is an under center formation with a condensed bunch to one side. The Lions excel at leveraging under center tight formations to create mismatches and disguise their intentions. By aligning receivers tight to the formation, they open up opportunities for a powerful run game while simultaneously setting up deadly play action concepts. In Madden, this formation gives us access to a wide variety of run plays, a really nasty group of cheap motion concepts, and devastating play action plays to replicate Detroit's offensive philosophy. Now, the first play we're going to look at is PA cheat wheel post. This play uses that cheat motion to bring a receiver across the field, setting up a wheel route that can lead to huge gains up along the sideline. It also includes a great post route that can attack deep down the middle of the field. To set this up, come out with your bunch to the wide side of the field, then take the middle player in the bunch and put him on a post route, then take the solo receiver and put him on a streak. Now, the reads on this play, you always want to start by looking to that cheat motion receiver as they wheel in behind the flat defender. The streak route will pull back the deep blue defender, and the wheel route should get open for a massive pickup. Now, if the wheel is taken away, now you want to look inside to the post route breaking over the middle of the field. The play action should help pull down the user, or if he leaves take the wheel, then we want to throw in the post. If all the deep options are covered, use the tight end in the flat as a safe check down to keep the chains moving. The next play we're looking at is PA boot. Now, this is a great man coverage setup, giving you 4 really good man beating routes that all attack different areas of the field. To set this up, come out with your bunch to the wide side of the field, then take your tight end and put him on a slant. Then I like to block my running back so we have extra time in the pocket. Now, for the reads, first look to the corner route from the bunch side. You want to throw this as a receiver breaks, and he can get a ton of separation on this route. This is a great route to attack the sideline to keep the ball away from the user in the middle of the field. Next, we're going to have 2 routes over the middle with our tight end slant and shallow cross from the solo receiver. You can go to whichever one is more open, but both are very good options. Then for the check down or hot versus the blitz, we have our outside receiver on the bunch who's running a whip to the sideline, and these are amazing versus man defenses. The next group of formations we're going to be looking at is I-form looks with a fullback and tight end on the field, and we're going to be looking at 3 different I-form formations in this offense. Detroit's use of I-form highlights their commitment to physical football. By bringing a tight end and fullback onto the field, they're able to establish a power run game that punishes defenses at the line of scrimmage. This heavy personnel also sets up deep play action passes, creating explosive opportunities downfield once the defense is forced to respect the run. In Madden, replicating these looks allows us to dominate with size and misdirection, using the run game to bait defenses and attack vertically when they overcommit. Now, the first play we're going to be looking at is PA fullback flat in I-form slot. This is a great play action play where we can pull the user and linebackers down. Then we have some great vertical options that we can fire the ball into. Now, to set this up, we want to come out with our tight end to the short side of the field. Then you want to put your slot receiver on a streak route, and that is it. Now, for the reads, always want to look to the middle of the field first, and if the linebackers bite down on the play action, this post route should get open in front of the deep safeties, and we can fire this in. Now, if the linebackers or user stay back on that post, then we want to check the short side of the field, and we want to high-low the flat defender. So if he bites down on the fullback in the flat, then we can throw this tight end corner route in along the sideline. Then if the flat defender stays underneath that corner route, then we can just check it down to the fullback in the flat for a safe, reliable option. Then the next formation we're going to be looking at is pistol tight Y off flex. And this is a condensed pistol look. The Lions love to use pistol and shotgun formations to add more speed and explosiveness to their offense by getting more wide receivers on the field. Now, this formation allows for an incredible mix of creativity, incorporating motions and versatile personnel to create a ton of mismatches. And this formation is all about utilizing our playmakers and getting them in the open field where they can be super dynamic with the football. Now, the first play we're going to be looking at here is cheat HB zone. So this run starts with a super unique motion from our tight end who will loop around the whole formation, and this motion is going to set up a ton of other stuff we do out of pistol tight Y off flex. And now when we do this, hopefully this will pull the user out of the middle of the field, and now we're just going to have an inside zone run where we can get downhill right away and pick up some easy yards. This is a great way to just pick up some really consistent yards on the ground and set up a lot of the other passing plays we're going to do in this formation with that motion. Now, the pass play we're going to be looking at here is PA cheat swing wheel. This play uses that same motion as the cheat HB zone, but now it transitions into a passing concept with the tight end running a wheel and a deep post attacking the middle of the field. To set this up, come out with your motion player starting on the wide side of the field, then take the outside receiver on the wide side and put him on a streak, and that is the whole setup. Now, first you want to look to that tight end wheel route. The streak will pull back the deep blue coverage, allowing you to drop this ball into the wheel route for a really big pickup along the sideline. Now, if that wheel is covered, you can check the deep post over the middle. Now, if the user leaves the middle of the field, take the drag or the wheel, then that's where we can look to this post route and get some big plays down the field. Then for our check down options on this play, we have the drag and the running back in the flat, and you can go to either one if everything's covered deeper down the field. Then if you want to take your Madden game to the next level, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up right now, we have part 2 of this Lions offense where I break down a ton more plays that will combine some dominant runs, then a ton of ways to throw the ball to attack both man and zone defenses. Then there's also a ton more coming on the site for this modern wide zone scheme. Then I also have a ton of offensive stuff on the site, like my new dual threat QB offense, where I'm breaking down 6 of the greatest running quarterbacks of all time and how you can use them to their full potential in both Madden and College Football 25. Then I also have my spread to run offense, where I broke down 3 of the best college football offenses ever. Then I have full defenses on the site, like my Nick Saban defensive scheme and my Bill Belichick defensive scheme, and they are for Madden and college football as well. So by subscribing to the site, you'll get access to all of my Madden 25 content and College Football 25 content for one price. And for the site, you can purchase a yearly membership, which will save you $50 over the course of the year. Then I'm also going to be running my modern wide zone sale, and this is going to run till January 15th. You can use code ZONE at checkout to get 50% off your first month if you do the monthly membership. If you want to check out the site, I will link it down below. This is a section where we're going to break down what we can learn from the real life implementation of this Lions offensive scheme and how we can apply those strategies to our offense in Madden 25. Now, the first is their utilization of the run game and play action. The Lions use a wide variety of run types and formations to dominate on the ground, and they build off that success with a heavy dose of play action. These play action concepts are designed to pull defenders down when they focus on stopping the run, opening up opportunities to push the ball deep over the top. Now, the first run we're looking at is wide zone weak in the single back bunch X nasty formation. This is a zone run that gives us the flexibility to flip our run pre-snap, and we can run either to the bunch side or the solo receiver side based on the numbers that we see pre-snap. Now, if the numbers favor the bunch side, just flip it over, and with zone runs like this, patience is key. Read your blockers, and when you see a hole, plant your foot in the ground and explode and get downhill. This can be a backbone run of your bunch X nasty offense, and it can set the tone for both the run game and our play action off of it. To complement this run, we have PA boot. To set this up, come out with our bunch to the wide side of the field, then put your tight end on a flat route, then take the outside receiver on the wide side and put him on a streak and then motion him out. The play action fake mimics the wide zone weak run we went over, and hopefully is going to pull the user and linebackers down. And then after rolling out, you can look to the middle of the field, and if the user does come down, look to that deep crosser and you can fire that in. Then if you roll out and the middle of the field's taken away, we look to the wide side and we want to high low the flat defender. If he jumps down on the tight end in the flat, then throw that corner route up along the sideline. Then if the flat defender stays back, then we can just drop the ball into the tight end underneath and let him get the easy yards in the flats. Next up, we have HB power and I form tight. This power run play features a guard pulling across the formation, and your job is to read off that pulling guard's block, then get downhill and finish with authority. This formation brings 2 tight ends and a fullback onto the field, giving you a size advantage that makes this run incredibly tough to stop, and it's a powerful way to control the game and wear down defenses. To complement HB power, we use PA sprint HB flat in I form slot close. This is a fantastic one-play touchdown concept that we can use against cover 3 defenses. To set it up, come out with your tight end to the short side of the field, then take the inside receiver on the wide side and put him on a streak. Now, this play works because we start with a play action fake, and then we're going to kind of roll out of the pocket. Then the tight end corner route is going to pull down the deep third defender. The streak is going to hold that safety in the middle of the field, and then once that post clears that safety, you can bomb them deep over the top for massive gains against cover 3. The next part of this game plan is create creativity. Ben Johnson's Lions offense is renowned for its creativity. They use a wide variety of motions and formations, often incorporating unconventional elements like non-QB players throwing passes. This constant variety keeps defenses on their heels and opens up opportunities for big plays. The first play showcasing this creativity is cheat swing flat in pistol tight end Y off flex. This play starts with a unique tight end motion across formation, but now the running back runs a swing pass and the motioning tight end becomes a lead blocker. And you can now flip it out to the running back and let him make plays in space. This is an excellent way to get the ball into your playmaker's hands with room to work, creating opportunities for explosive plays on the edge of the defense. Then building off the cheat swing flat, we have cheat HB double pass. This play looks identical at first with that same motion and swing pass setup. However, now the running back can become a passer, giving you multiple downfield options. Now, we do have a deep corner route, and if his defender bites down on the swing, then you can just fire it deep over the top for a huge gain. Then if once you get out on the edge and that corner route is taken away, we can also look to the whip underneath, and this is a reliable kind of check down option. And then if everything is covered deep, you can just keep the ball with your running back and just run up field and pick up as many yards as possible. Now, with just what you have here for this Lions offense, you'll be in a great spot. But remember, there's part 2 of this offense up on Scheme Kings right now that is going to make this whole Lions scheme way more difficult to stop. But then if you want a full breakdown of the idea behind my full modern wide zone offense and a deep dive into the personnel we're going to be using for this scheme, and you need to check out the intro video for the whole offense right here.